waajibkiisa waxsan mayno waaban mayno waxsan mayno waaban mayno warwareegi mayno weecan mayne ruuxan cadowka waato nolol wanaagsan iyo barwaaqo nabad lagu wadaago akuwaara wadankeena wadankeenu waa wadnihii jirkeena waraabinaya dhiigo wanku wardiyeyna wadankeenu waa wadnihii jirkeena waraabinaya dhiigo wanku wardiyeyna
Well, my first words today are for all of you here in front, the graduates. Welcome, graduates of 2012. We're very proud of you. Can we give a round of applause to the graduates here? And then welcome to parents and community members and aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas that have come, brothers and sisters, all here to honor our graduating kindergarten class. It's awesome. Also, I want to, yes, give yourself a round of applause. I also want to welcome, we have two guests from our sponsor, Concordia University, Tom Henderlight, Mr. Tom Henderlight, and Mr. George Lilquist, who are here representing our sponsor school. So we're very thankful for our sponsor school. They take an interest in all the things that we do. They were here at our annual meeting this past weekend and here today for kindergarten graduation. So we welcome them too. So just a few quick words to you graduates. Wow. Wow. You graduated. So many lessons that you learned from the first day of school until today, your big celebration day. I remember you not very long ago, although I bet to you it seems like a very long time ago, a whole school year ago, last September when you came here, and you had to learn all these new rules about how to pay attention and how to stay focused. And as I'm looking at you right now, and I hear some noises and things going on in the room, and there's some action and movement going on, I see all of you sitting here quietly, focused, and looking and listening. And that's how you become very successful first grade graduates. Let me tell your parents right now what it is that you have accomplished that makes you very, very important in my mind and in the minds of all these teachers around you. You have learned to read, and you've learned to read well. And there are many, many, many kindergartners across the state of Minnesota and other states that go through kindergarten still learning those simple rules of how to focus and how to listen to the teacher and follow her directions or his directions. And they don't learn how to read. But why we're proud of you is you have become, listen to this word, avid readers and very excellent readers. I'm even going to say outstanding readers, because you just haven't learned your letters. You haven't learned just your phonemes and your morphemes and vocabulary, but you've actually learned how to put those words together and to become readers. So all of these students here, all of these students are first grade readers, and at least a dozen or so of these students are second grade readers, reading at the second grade level. Yes. That's very wonderful. So we're celebrating that. And you've also become very good with your numbers. You are on the beginning steps of mathematicians. So I want to see all of you, each and every one of you, back here in the fall, anxious and ready and focused as first graders to just zoom up that educational ladder. Next time you graduate, be 8th grade. Okay, so savor this moment. Remember this moment about how good it feels to graduate and make these kind of accomplishments. And then the next time you graduate, 8th grade, next time after that, only 4 more years, you graduate from high school, and then on to university or college. I want every one of you to go. It's not too early to start thinking about the things you'd like to be. You can be scientists, you can be doctors, you can be lawyers, you can be engineers, you can be business people, you can, whatever you want to be. But you will learn how to do those things and learn how to do them very, very well, because you know how to read, and you know how to stay focused, and you know how to learn. You students have learned how to learn. And that is quite the accomplishment, and we're proud of you. So let the commencement graduation exercise begin. We have diplomas for you to honor what you have learned so far.
This is at the
You're going to be
end.
on, yep. So you'll be right up here, so you'll be on this side. All right. We're going to do one row at a time. Ms. Carey's class will begin with Hanan Abdi. Huda Abdi. Kulme Abdi. Ikram Abdi. Amina Abdullahi. Ayub Ahmed. Juwaria Igal. Abdi Nasser Gawido. Abir Hassan. Khalid Hussein. Abbas Ismail. Fatih Jama. Idris Jama. Abdi Nasser Khairi. Tirsa Mohammed. Mohamud Mohammed. Zainab Mohammed. Hamdi Noor. Yasmin Omar. Shukri Saeed. Harun Sharif. Khadija Wako. Nawal Yusuf. Suhoor Abdi. Congratulations to Miss Crystal's class. Next we will have Miss Betsy's class, or let's do Miss Lauren's class next. Miss Lauren's class will be next. I would ask Mohammed Abdi. Safa Abdi. Parents, again, I'm going to ask that you stay behind the chairs. We cannot continue with parents not being able to get to the front, please.
السلام عليكم مركله idinko raaliya waalid mar horena waa la idinka codsaday fadlan fadhiista si caruurteena aynu ugu fududayna inay graduate gareeyaan fadlan fadhiista waa markii afraad ee la idinku celinaya fadlan dhexdoo dhan waad haysataan fadlan fadhiista please fadhiista
Barento Abdul. Suleiman Abakar. Where's Suleiman? Suleiman Abakar. Fadumo Ahmed. Fadwa Ali. Nadra Ali. Adna Farah. Abdullahi Hassan. Mohammed Hassan. Salma Ibrahim. Sabreen Mohammed. Siham Mohammed. Amina Muse. Hamza Noor. Hamza Noor. Shu'aib Ottawa. Mustafa Saeed. Abdul Majid Yassin. Yahya Yassin. Marian Yassin. Zubair Zakaria. That smile. Congratulations, Miss Lauren's class. We are now going to ask Miss Lauren's parents to sit down. Miss Betsy's parents. We will do Miss Betsy. Abdullahi Ali. Aisha Ali. Nabil Ali. Sitra Bareka. Arslan Hassan. Fartoon Hussein. Mohammed Hussein. Mohammed Hussein. Abbas Jama. Rhoda Mohammed. Honey, you need to take that back. No. Musab Mohammed. Naima Mohammed. Shahid Mohammed. Hala Mohammed. Hala. Ikram Mohammed. Salman Saeed. Abdi Jabbar Yassin. Sabreen Yusuf. Salah Yusuf. Selma Yusuf. Congratulations to Miss Betsy's class. Ladies and gentlemen, I will need the center aisle clear for our departure. I will need the center aisle clear for our departure. Please wait to give your balloons and you stand and face your families. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2012.
I think they find it. It's hard to control the energy.
waalidkiina iyo walaalahaanba wiiradan ka dhowro wada dadaalka ha ka walaacin waxyihiina wada jirkiina Soomaali wayno ha isku duuban waayimaayo wadankiinu waa wadnihii jirkeenna waraabinaya dhiigo waan ku waradiyeyna wadankiinu
program by welcoming everybody in attendance. So please give a hand of applause to Mr. Warsame.
Alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending the 2012 8th grade graduates of the International Middle School. I would like to welcome all our distinguished guests. On behalf of the board, I would like to recognize our guest of honors tonight. You will see on my right side there's Mr. Tutu from Concordia University, Dr. Eckhart from the TIES, Ms. Kelly from TIES, Mr. George Lillenquist from Concordia, our authorizer, and Mr. Tom Highlander from Concordia, and Mr. Musa Farah from Ubah Medical Academy, and all others that I might not have remembered their name that are distinguished guests tonight.
Mahmoud is a former MIMS student graduate with high honor. He is now pursuing higher education in Ubah. Please welcome Mahmoud.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I greet you with the greeting of my religion and the greeting of my people. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of all things. I was asked to give a commencement speech today. The point of most commencement speeches is for the speaker, that would be me, to extract valuable lessons and knowledge from his life and to transfer them unto you, the graduates. I had trouble in doing so, so I want to tell a little joke. There are 3 friends who go on a trip to New York. They stay in one of the large hotels. Their room is on the 60th floor. On the day they arrive, the doorman tells them after 12 o'clock, the elevators are turned off. So that night, they go sightseeing. They arrive at 11:59, and by the time they get to the elevator is turned off. So they say, okay, it's going to be quite a long trek to the 60th floor, so what do? They say, okay. One friend will tell funny stories for the first 20 flights. The other friend will tell wisdom stories for the next 20 flights. And for the last 20 flights, one friend will tell sad stories. For the first 20 flights, for the first 40 flights, they laugh and they go just a bit wiser. When they reach the 41st floor, it's the third friend's turn to start. He says, okay guys, the first sad story is I left the keys to the room in the car. So, in my version, they proceed to go to the 41st floor and they throw them off. And that's my version. This joke, or this little anecdote, is highly representative of the course of human life. For the first 20 years, you laugh. For the next 20 years, you grow just a little bit wiser. And for the last 20 years, you look back and you reminisce on how you spent your life. So, what is this What does this have to do with commencement speech, you might ask? Through the course of your lives, you will gain valuable knowledge, you will meet important people, you will lose some friends, you'll find love hopefully, you'll lose love hopefully, and you'll have kids. What does higher education have in this? What role does higher education play in this? I really want to lie to you and tell you guys that the world is a group of close-knit family and friends who will always support you, will always help you, will always have your back. But the reality of the matter is that it's a cold, dark, vicious world out there. The competition is vicious and the competitor is even more so. So what do? You stay a step ahead. And to stay a step ahead, you have to always be ahead. I want to tell you a quote that the great scholar Ibn Qayyim al-Jawzi said. He said, actions without purpose are like a traveler who carries water with dirt in his jug. They bring him no benefit and they burden him. So when you act, when you learn without purpose, if you learn without the purpose or the hope to pursue higher education, then your education was in vain. You haven't learned anything. You haven't done what the most important point of education is, to grow, to learn something that you didn't know yesterday, to implement that tomorrow, and to hopefully look back and not make the same mistakes that you made. The competition is fierce. In the rising rate, the quality of life is deteriorating at an extremely fast pace. And to stay above the tidal wave of poverty, higher education is a must. It's something that you must pursue. We Somali students are extremely lucky. We have many advantages. In fact, we have more than many. We're bilingual. This is what college is like. Being bilingual is a double-bladed sword. It's what colleges want. You can help your own people. As you know, this is not our country. We're from Somalia. We've been without a country for 22 years. We've been living here on what we've had to salvage. We haven't had our own country for 22 years. Imagine that. Our parents have not, some of our parents have not seen their parents in that entire time span. My mom's mom died. My dad's mom died. My dad's dad died. I only have one grandmother left. And in this entire time period, we've been sending them money and we've been trying to support them, in the hopes that my parents would raise me and my siblings, that we could benefit our family members who are having troubles back home, in the hopes that we would do that. And the keys to a better life and a better foundation for our children is higher education. I want to end with a little quote. Knowledge is the beacon of light at the end of the tunnel. In a world filled with darkness, education is like 1,000 bursting suns. Stay hungry for knowledge, stay curious, and mostly, stay true to yourself and to your people. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. 2D Martin was born and raised in Panama City, Florida. 2D grew up in a single-parent home in a low-income housing called the Projects, where he was exposed to an environment where poverty, drugs, and violence were the norm. Growing up in 2D's household, the thoughts of going to college never seemed like a reality, because no one in his family had ever gone to college. While in high school, 2D played football, but did not focus much on his academics, doing simply enough to get by. As a result, 2D failed the college entrance exams. He got a 2.0 grade average and did not pass the SAT or ACTs. Despite the grades in the test scores, Concordia University in St. Paul decided to give 2D the opportunity of a lifetime by accepting him as a student in the fall of 2000. While in college, 2D earned a 3.0 GPA and was able to maintain that grade point average throughout college. It was at Concordia University in St. Paul where 2D developed his leadership abilities, becoming a respected young man in and out of the classroom. In the spring of 2004, 2D graduated from Concordia University in St. Paul with a degree in communications and a minor in marketing. Currently, 2D works at Concordia University, St. Paul, as a major gift development officer and is currently enrolled as a student completing his master's in business administration. 2D is also a motivational speaker, rising entrepreneur, and business owner of 2D's Peanuts. 2D has been married for 5 years to his college sweetheart, and together they share the birth of their first child, a baby boy who is now 10 months old. Tootie is very involved in his community and has always had a passion for motivating and inspiring all people, especially the youth. Would you look at that? Tootie is a huge proponent for higher education and believes all young people should have the opportunity and the access to attend college. Tootie credits his belief in God and along with generosity and the sacrifices of many people who believed he could be successful. Tootie's mission is to help people overcome fear, recognize their opportunities, and turn them into success. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to the microphone Tootie Martin.
How's everyone? Say Tahin. All right. I learned that for y'all. Hey, before I begin, I have this little exercise that I like to do, and I call it 6 claps and a yes. Okay, so it goes like this. Yes. Can y'all do that? All right. So when I say give me 6 claps and a yes. Give me 6 claps and a yes. That's better. That's it. All right. I would like to thank, first and foremost, all of the staff, management, board of directors, all of the coordinators, volunteers, all of the teachers, and I want to thank also Muhammad for introducing me and giving me this opportunity. Give them 6 claps and a yes. Then I would like to thank all of the parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles. I also like to thank all of the cousins and friends for coming out and celebrating these young people today and all of their achievements. Y'all give them 6 claps and a yes. All right. Now, thank you for that. That was wonderful. Now, many of you all are here celebrating for various reasons. But today specifically, many of your teachers, they're especially celebrating because they know that within the next 2 hours and for at least the next 3 months, they will be headache free. They will have no more Tylenol, no more Advil, and many of you all are probably extremely celebrating because you know that within the next 2 hours and the next 3 months, you won't be accused of causing any more headaches. So everybody's celebrating here on today. Before I get into my speech here on today, I want to talk to you all about a few things. One is I want to talk to you about taking advantage of your opportunities. The second thing I want to talk to you about is having balance. And then I want to talk to you about staying focused. And then I want to touch on your theme for the year, which is Together We Can. And then I have a poem at the end that I will need your participation on. Okay? But before I do that, you all have to bear with me here. I want each and every person that is a graduate to stand to your feet very quickly. Very quickly. Okay? Stand to your feet. And look around the room at all of the adults. Look around the room and repeat after me. Repeat after me. Say, this is not a ceremony.
This is not a ceremony.
This is a celebration.
This is a celebration.
So feel free to smile. Feel free to laugh. And join in as we celebrate our graduation. You may be seated. All right. Give them a hand. This is a celebration, young people. Yeah, you should be happy. That's right. That's why we're here today. Okay, I want to talk to you about taking advantage of your opportunities. An opportunity is something that often comes free and typically requires some work on your part to take advantage of. Many of you will be going to some of the best high schools that the state of Minnesota has to offer. Okay? This opportunity that is given to you came free, but it will open up doors to greater opportunities in your life. Listen to me. Conformity will make you a living, but thinking differently will make you a living legend. Now is the time for each and every one of you to start thinking differently. This is a time where you should have no fear, because the next phase of your life will be extremely fun. It's going to be exciting, and for some of you, it's going to be the most memorable moments in your life. I have sitting in front of me future world leaders. I have business executives, world reformers right in front of me here on today. But it's up to you to see those opportunities and to take advantage of them. I have no doubt that you will maximize each and every one of those opportunities. Now, by show of hands, how many of you all today have either a Facebook, Twitter account, or a cell phone? Just by show of hands. And how many of you graduates use that at least 3 times a day? Facebook, cell phone, Twitter. That's most of you. Some of you all are afraid to put up your hands. You don't want your parents to know. I can feel that. All right. But anyhow, all this tells me is that you find it important to stay connected with your family and with your friends. And regardless, it's important that you have balance and that you set boundaries. You shouldn't post things on your wall that you may later regret. You know, don't post messages on your cell phone or text inappropriate messages on your cell phone. I challenge each and every one of you, especially during the school year, to cut back on your social media usage, as well as your cell phone usage. Why? You might be asking why. Because those things take hours, and sometimes they will be a distraction unto you. I challenge you to take that time that you would normally use to get on Facebook and Twitter and your cell phones and use it to research colleges. Use it to take time to prepare for your ACTs. Use that to take time to build a better relationship with your family. And use those tools as a plus and not a minus. Use those tools to strengthen your community, to bring people together. Okay? Then I want to talk to you about staying focused. You are entering some of the most exciting and important phase of your life. It's imperative that you pursue the next phase with passion. Your parents have worked hard to get you to this point, and they will continue to do that each and every step of the way. But for many of you, this is the last time that you'll share a laugh. Some of you all tears with some of the teachers and some of your friends here at Minnesota International Middle School. Maybe you're concerned, some of you all are concerned about what grades you're going to get in high school. Some of you all are concerned about your teachers being more stricter, your teachers giving you more homework than your middle school teacher did, which is probably true. But nonetheless, I encourage you to stay focused. Approach high school with an open mind. Make your middle school teachers proud of you. Make them look good. And more importantly, prove to yourself. And for high school, remember to stay focused. I challenge you to write down 3 things. 3 things, young people, that you think. 3 things that you can do in high school and then hold yourself accountable to them. One might be, I want to make straight A's. The second thing might be, I want to turn in every homework assignment on time. The third thing might be, I want to get involved in an extracurricular activity. I want to get involved in the debate team, or I want to get involved in the student senate. But you need to have a goal and set that goal and objective so that you can pursue it. Now, part of your school's theme is Together We Can. How many of y'all remember seeing that around the school? Together We Can. Now, when I point to you, I need y'all to say that in unison. All right. All right. This phase to me, it speaks of unity and a connection with God. Part of the mission statement at Minnesota International Middle School is to prepare students for successful and productive lives as U.S. citizens, all while retaining a unique cultural heritage. The theme is never lose sight of who you are, young people. Your morals, your values, and most importantly, your faith in God. When it comes to your culture, you need to remind yourself and others that despite struggles back home, negative images on TV, discrimination and stereotypes of you, you must continue to remind yourself and others that when it comes to a community involvement and when it comes to community involvement and leadership, you need to be the first to stand up and say, defy all odds, build an even stronger community. Cast aside all fears of today, knowing that there's a brighter tomorrow. You need to remind yourself that. All right, now I want to share with you a story. It's a story about circus fleas. Maybe some of you have heard this story before. But a flea is an insect that's about the size of a dial button on your cell phone. And a flea is projected to jump in the air as high as 20 feet. Now, in order to make a flea circus, what you do is you take a jar and you put a bunch of fleas inside of it. And you cover it with a piece of cardboard. And these fleas begin to jump, and they call that a flea circus. Well, the thing that you need to know is that when these fleas are inside of this jar, they don't realize that they're in there. So what they're doing is they're jumping as high as they can into this piece of cardboard. Non-stop. They do it over and over and over and over again. Until at some point, these fleas begin to make the connection with pain and jumping high. So, what you can do after a couple of moments have gone by, you can empty out that jar that had that piece of cardboard over it, and those fleas will only jump as high as where you had that piece of cardboard. And they would only be able to jump that high for the rest of their lives. Now, you may think, man, those fleas are pretty stupid. And you may be thinking, how does that apply to us? But I want you to think back. And this can even apply to adults as well. But I want you to think back to when you were a kid. Think about how you had all the hopes and the dreams. How you believed everything was possible. You believed someday that you would be a superhero. You were going to be the president of the United States. You were going to be a world changer. You were going to be a millionaire, a billionaire. You believed all of these things. But somehow, some way, somebody came into your life and you stopped dreaming. I don't know what happened. Maybe someone told you that you weren't the right color, that you weren't the right race, that you didn't have the right religion. Maybe you don't speak the right language, but somehow you believed them. They may have told you that you're too poor. Whatever the case may be, you stop dreaming. My hope for you today is that you never stop dreaming. I want each and every one of you students that are in these seats today to pretend as if no one has ever told you no. I don't want you to ever let anybody put a piece of cardboard over your head. The aspirations and the dreams for you are so high. You can achieve and do whatever it is that you aspire to do. But it's going to take hard work. Okay? So repeat after me. Say, I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. Now, before I end, I want to end with this poem. This poem is called To Achieve Your Dreams, Always Remember Your ABCs. All right? It's by Wanda Carter. Now, with this poem, I will need your participation, but I'm not going to ask you to stand. But for every letter, there's an acronym. So when I point to you, you say A, I'll give you the acronym. I point to you again, you say B, so on and so forth, all the way till we get to Z. Can y'all do that? Yeah. All right. A. Avoid negative people, places, and things. B. Believe in yourself. C. Consider things from every angle. B. Don't give up and don't give in. B. Enjoy life today. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow may never come. Family and friends are hidden treasures. Give more than you plan to. Hang on to your dreams. Ignore everyone that tries to discourage you. Just do it. Y'all got it? K. Keep trying. It will get easier. Love yourself first and most. Make it happen. Never lie, cheat, or steal. Always strike a fair deal. Open your eyes and see things as they truly are. Quitters never win and winners never quit. Read, study, and learn about everything important in your life. Stop procrastinating, and none of us have mastered that. T. Take control of your own destiny. You understand yourself first to better understand others. Visualize it. Want it more than anything. And I cheated on this one. Accelerate your efforts. Y is you. Y-O-U. You are unique of all of God's creation. No one can replace you. Zero in on your targets and go for it. Listen to me, young people. Listen to me. God knows your future. He may not reveal it to you, but he will walk with you as the future unfolds. God bless you. Thank you for your time, and remember, the best is yet to come.
I would like to thank Tootie Martin for that great poem. And next up, I have one of my peers, Salma M. Ali. Salma M.
Hi, my name is Salma Ali, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the graduating 8th graders. I want to welcome you all to the Minnesota International Middle School graduation. That may sound really scary, graduation, but we are moving on. We are going to high school, and it's going to be pretty hard to let go. Our time here at MIMS is coming to an end, but we don't need to pack up our memories. We've laughed and cried here. We've had our good times and then the bad. And those memories might be all we have left of this place. We've grown up a lot here, learned a lot here. There are so many things that we've experienced here that it's felt a lot like home. We've been coming here for years, and we can't help it if we become a little attached. We've put hard work and effort into our careers here at MIMS. We have put hard work in. It has provided us with the education that we need for our future in high school. The real world is out there, and it's not waiting for us. MIMS has helped us quicken our pace so that we can catch up with the world and have our place. We've made it so far, and it's about time that we've had a chance to pat ourselves on the back. But our journeys don't end here. We've still got a long road ahead of us, and we can't stop working now. Like Albert Einstein once said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. We've learned how to ride that bike a long while ago. But now that we've hit a steep hill, getting to the top seems impossible. But it's not. There is nothing that can stop us from getting there. We just need to pedal harder. There is no one at all, that can tell us we cannot make it. There is no obstacle that we cannot overcome. If we push ourselves hard enough, we can accomplish all that we've dreamed of. Giving up should not ever be an option, because after all of our hard work, we have way too much to lose and even more to gain. There are some people I want to thank for this, though. All of the wonderful teachers who have been with us the whole journey, the school staff, and all the rest. I know I couldn't have ever made it this far without them, and it's probably the same for you. The time we have spent with them felt so long, but looking back, it seems like it was way too short. I want to thank my friends who were there when I most needed them, and even when I didn't. Last but not least, I want to thank my family, especially my parents, who supported me throughout my whole life. But I think I'm going to need them even more in the next 4 years. This school is special. It's a place where we all came to learn, think, and share our ideas. And the time that I have spent here at MIMS was amazing. I will never forget the people who were a part of these couple of years, because after moving on to greater challenges, the memory of the people here will be a great comfort. I'm really going to miss this place. I loved it here, and I don't think I'm alone in that. Thank you.
Speech. Next, I would like you to welcome Brother Laith Qasim.
Assalamu alaikum. We stand here today pondering on where we're going to go next. Some might change their behavior, some might be broken karate, but we should all think why we're here. Our parents, teachers, principals all gave us the golden opportunity that a substantial amount of kids around the world don't have. We have hope. When you have hope, you're confident. And when you're confident, you can save in what needs improvement. Many families came here because of us, the future generation. They wanted us to give us an education. Some families work 2 to 3 jobs to support us here, but with the help of charter schools like MIMS, we can have a better chance of reaching our ambition. We need to thank them for their back-breaking work and return the favor by going to college and receiving a real degree. Today's world is different from a couple generations ago. Going to college 40 years ago was trivial. You just need to work with some kind of diploma and boom, you're supporting your family. Today's world is very competitive. A bachelor's degree won't even cut it. There is no time to waste. And even if you do have spare time on your hands, learn more. There is one thing you can't have too much of, and that is knowledge. Intelligence and sagacity go hand in hand. When you apply knowledge, it is intelligence. You and your peer know the same thing. Your peer applies what he knows and gets into law school, while you're contemplating why you didn't get in. You didn't get in because you weren't productive. People who are wise use their knowledge to improve technology and teach. All in all, this is not time to lollygag. We all need improvement, and we are still developing, not developed. We are one step closer to our goal. Be industrious and diligent so you can get recommended to many schools and receive many scholarships. We all have a golden opportunity, and we just need to use it. Thank you.
Next up, we have Amal Hassan.
This is a time of endings and new beginnings. Our last year of middle school and our first year of high school. The past few years at MIMS were challenging and enjoyable. Together we worked diligently to accomplish our ambitions. We found comfort and friends here. The lessons we learned was a substantial amount, but we're not done. There is high school and college left. The first chapter of our life is complete, and we are beginning a new chapter. High school is the next chapter in our life. This part in our life is imperative. It's when grades really matter, and those grades will determine where we'll end up in college. High school may be harder than middle school, but if we set new goals for ourselves like our teachers taught us, then we'll fly through high school. Our parents and teachers helped us through our journey of education. My parents expect the best from me, so that motivates me to get good grades. They told me that without having a good education, you won't have a job that's decent. My teachers taught us many valuable lessons. They taught us that the world is not like a fairy tale and that you have to work hard. I thank them for all they have done for us. My fellow graduates and I learned many things this past year, and as we leave today, we will be ninth graders. We are like young birds leaving our nest for our future. Like trees, we've grown and matured, and I hope our education will flourish.
Muhammad Abdi. Yusra Jamal Abdi. Abdulrahim Abdi Abdullah. Munira Omar Abdurrahman. Balkisa Ibrahim Abdul Wahab. Abdul Nasser Omar Abdul Kadir. Bilal Adam Abdul Kadir. Elham Muhammad Abdullah. Zakaria Abdurrahman Abshir. Abdurrahman Abdul Kadir Aden. Abdi Hafid Mohammed Ahmed. Abdurrahman Jibril Ahmed. Abdullahi Jibril Ahmed. Asha Muhammad Ahmed. Marian Run Abdul Shakur Ahmed.
Bahi Saunters Aldeen. Bahi Saunters Aldeen.
Go down, go down.
Okay.
Go down.
What do you mean go down? I know. Abdullahi Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Usman Ali. Mustafa Mubarak Ali. Salma Abdulaziz Ali.
Speak up. Speak up. Stand down.
Okay. Salma Muhammad Ali. Alri Muhammad Al-Shamari. Ubah Abdullahi Bashir. Omar Mukhtar Bishar. Naeem A. Dahir. Ahmed Ibrahim Digi. فاطمة داشر علمي. فرتون عبد الناصر علمي. عائشة محمد فرح. عائشة عبد الحكيم قولاد. أمال علي حسن.
فرتون أحمد حسن. قدرة حسن. سئيرة علي حسن. سميرة أبشر حسن. سيهان أويس حسن. هيبو خليف حسين. نمكو جامع حسين. أنس A إسماعيل. نوال محمد إسماعيل. عبد الله باشي إيسا. أيان عبد الله إيسا. عبد الرحمن أبو بكر جامع. أبو بكر عبد الرحمن جامع. أنور كمال جامع. دفع محمود جامع.
دفع يفكت دفع. محسن سليمان جامع. نليا عبد الوهاب جامع. نليا عبد الوهاب جامع. زينب طاهر جامع. زكريا حسين جبريل. ليلى شكري خديجة. نيمو شكري خديجة. أيوب عبد الله مولين. عبد الرحمن علي محمد. فايزة محمد. حفصة عبد القدير محمد. حليمة علي محمد. حمزة أحمد محمد. حاوى عبد القادر محمد. مهدي محمد. محمد عبد الرشيد محمد.
محمد حسين محمد. سمية محمد محمود. ليث M قاسم. Faduma Shafi.
Oh, you gotta slow down a little bit.
You have to count yourself.
I know.
Abdulaziz Wako. Mariam Wadire. Mohammed Abdul Qadir Warsame. Ramla Warsami. Faiza Abdulrazak Yassin. Mohammed Musa Yassin. Abdurrashid Ali Yusuf.
Are you gonna sit down after this?
Yeah.
There are people after him.
Abdurrashid Ali Yusuf.
That's it. Okay.
Noor Aden.
This one.
And me, Yasmin Ismail.
Thank you. One more request from the parents. One request from the families and parents. I need to have everybody seated now, please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد aad baan ugu faraxsanahay qalinjibinta maanta waxa maanta ii qalinjibisay gabadhayda Salma Cabdicasiis Cali oo ka qalinjibisay iskuulka Ubax aad baan ugu faraxsanahay oo qofkii saddexaad oo iga qalinjibiya international waxaan leeyahay tii waxbarashada sii wadata oo magaranaysa ummadda Soomaaliyeed iyo ummadeeda iyo dadkeeda anfacdana Allah ka dhigo السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم halka kan waxa loogu dabaaldegayaa graduation-kii 8th grade-ka iskoolka international waxaan u tahniyeynaynaa dhammaan waalidiinta iyo ardayda ka qalin jabiyay fasalka 8aad oo u gudbaaya dugsiga sare dhammaan waalidiinta waxaanu leenahay mabruuk hambalyo ayaan idin leenahay waana mahadsantihiin
السلام عليكم waxaan maanta hambalyo u nimid Minneapolis Convention Center oo ku graduateynayaan international middle school ma gabadhayda graduateynaysa maanta Maryaruun Axmed iyo Balqiisa Cabdiwahaab ilaahay waxa ugu rajaynayaa ardayda graduate oo dhan maanta middle school bay ka graduate high school bay u socdaan inay success iyo horumar gaaraan ayaa ilaahay ugu rajaynayaa ardayda oo dhan iyo waalidiinta inay carruurta buush gareeyaan والسلام عليكم.
Assalamu alaikum. Manta waxaa jirta xafladda and graduation for the 8th grade. Inshallah, this is my sister Hawa, and wallahi, I'm very happy and very proud of her today. And inshallah, there's going to be 2 more graduations left for her.
Happy graduation to all the people. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ani waxaan dhaxdana maanta waxaa ka imaaday convention sanaga Soomaalida oo celebrate gareynayaan graduation-ka oo international middle school 8th graders-ka ani welcome waa maanta waa graduate gareynay waa fiicanahay maanta waa maalin oo caadi ahayn.
Assalaamu calaykum magacayga waxaa la dhahaa Barre Warsabe waxaan ahay waarid ay carruurtiisu qalin jabisay aad baanu maanta u faraxsanahay horumarka ay gaareen waatan gabadheedii Ramlo Warsabe gabadhan kale oo saaxiibteed way waxaa la dhahaa Salma Cali waxa way runtii waxay ku bilaabeen iskuulka international bay waxay ku bilaabeen kindergarten ilaa iyo 8th grade oo ay maad ku qalin jabiyeen high schoolka insha Allah aadayaan marka waa maalin ku runtii farxad noole weeye haddaanu nahay waaridka carruurtooda ay u dhigtaan iskuulka international
waxa aad iyo aad u mahadsan Somali TV oo maanta nagala qayb galaysay Minnesota International Middle School ama Middle School ka ardaydii ka qalin jabinaysay galaaska 8aad sanadka 2012 ardaydu waxay dhamayd 81 arday ama 82 arday baan u jeedaa baa ka baxay sanadkan 82 ma sha Allah aad bay u guuleysteen waanad arkayseen sida ay iyagu hawsha u wadeen aan dhinac uga fadhiisanay waliba annaga oo maamulka iskuul wax kale ma ahay waxa weeye carruurta wixii loo dhiibo ama ardayda wixii loo dhiibo runtii way wanaajiyaan marka aad bay ugu faraxsanahay waliba waxaan mahad u soo jeedinayaa waalidiinta markasta heegan u ah inay carruurtooda ay wax u bartaan oo nagu aaminay ayaan mahad u soo jeedinayaa mahad ilaah ba iskale waxaan mahad u soo jeedinayaa waalidiinta carruurtoodii nagu aaminay waxaan kale oo mahad u soo jeedinayaa dabcan mahad ilaah ba iskale markasta macallimiinta la soo dadaashay haba ugu badnaadaan baan la Dr. Cabdicasiis Cali Barre iyo Professor Abshir Yusuf Ciise oo aad ogtiin xataa inay book soo saareen marka ay ardayda xagga xisaabta iyo ka caawinayaan oo ay u qoreen marka maanta waxaan nala joogay macallimiin badan oo Soomaaliyeed marka waxaan oran lahaa anigu waalidiinta mar kale waan ku bilaabay aan ku soo gabagabay aad bay u mahadsanyihiin Somali TV-na waxaan leeyahay waad mahadsantihiin sida aad uga qayb gashaan adeega ummadda loo hayo sida kan oo kale oo waliba markay noqoto adeega loo hayo carruurteennii oo aynu tahay inaan meel gaarsiino waad ogeydeen ninkii African American-ka ahaa Martin wax kale mu odhan wuxuu yidhi arday cidina yaana idin odhanayn wax ma qabsan kartaan waanad ogtihiin ardaydeennu maasha Allah aad bay isu kalsoon yihiin waxaan leenahay waalidiinta dhiirigelinta ardayda ku sii wada waa mahadsantiin wassalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh